Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, hi, Karen.
Okay, good evening. Okay, so let me just introduce first myself. So my name is Karen. What about you? What is your name?
My name is John. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
Tuan, right? Nice to meet you too. Okay, so how are you today? It seems like that you are very much busy.
Yes, still surviving.
Mm,
With year-end job, but it's okay. Yeah.
so where are you now?
I'm in Hanoi. I'm still at home. Yeah.
Ah, you just arrived at your house?
Yes.
It's very late. It seems like that you're still working so hard, right? Right?
Thank.
You are
Yeah.
having an overtime?
Normally, I will leave the office is about 6 or 6:30. Yeah, and then arrive at
Mm.
around 7 p.m.
So for how
But
many
it's
hours do you need to work? For how many hours do you need to work?
uh, it's per days. But sometimes I need the extra time to do some wrap up after the
Mm.
officer yeah.
By the way, what is your work?
I'm the finance officer in the company.
And you've been working there for how many years?
Almost 7 years in the company.
Oh, wow, I see. And you want to learn English simply because?
Actually, mm, my English is relatively okay. I can speak, I can learn, and I can listen well.
Mm-hmm.
However, the what you can see is that my communication is sometimes not really effective,
Mm-hmm.
and the I want to improve my the wording or the communication skill
Mm-hmm.
in more proper way. That's why I need to consider for kind of the private training session.
So it means to say that you want to learn English simply because it has something to do with your work, right?
Yes.
And of course, so it means to say that you are using the English language in your workplace.
Yes. Part of my
Mm,
time.
is your company an international company? That's why you are using the English language?
Yes. I my company is a kind of joint venture. I have we work with a lot of the party in English, and also I had to manage a lot of the daily work or meetings
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of people in English. Yeah, so just want to improve, find a way to improve the English in order to have the proper way of communication. And
Mm.
for the information, my background is about accounting and finance. I has worked almost 10 years in the international auditing firm, and then the new company,
Mm-hmm.
and I hold the MBA from the UK University, and also the charter member of the ACCA, kind of the global CPA. Yeah, so I'm good at writing and listening, and somehow okay with speaking. But my key motivation or key objective this exercise is to find a way to improve my the English speaking to
Mm-hmm.
a kind of professional level.
I see. But then, in your workplace or in your company, are you all Vietnamese, or there are a lot of in the other country who came from other country?
Yeah, we has multiple nation. Example, Vietnamese, Filipino,
Ah, really?
yeah, and UK, US. We have many foreigner in the company, and my staff is also the foreigner.
Wow, it seems like that your company is big.
Yeah, it's like a medium size company.
Where do you live again? In what city you live?
I live in Hanoi,
Ah, I see the capital of Vietnam,
Vietnam.
right? That's why
Yeah,
it's
where you
really
from?
big.
Oh,
I'm from the Philippines. That's why I'm a little bit
really?
shocked.
I'm
Yeah.
in,
But then,
yeah.
for all of your colleagues or your staff, you are having a hard time to communicate in what country?
I has no problem, in listening or speaking.
Ah,
I
mm-hmm.
can
Yeah, I
I
can
can
see it.
fully understand
Mm-hmm.
what they speak, and I can express what I want to do and I want to say. But
Mm-hmm.
what I can see is that sometimes the way I build the sentence is not strong enough, and secondly, the uh, the wording is not very professional. And the third point is about pronunciation is not the
Mm-hmm.
strong enough. That's why I want to consider the
Mm.
private thing in order to improve the overall speaking skill.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. So yes, of course, sometimes we do have different on way on how we can be able to communicate other people, right? So sometimes other people speaks very fast. So sometimes that is the thing that you are having a hard time. Even you know what, even just like me, I've been an online English teacher for 5 years, and also I
Mm.
am a public school teacher here in the Philippines. So this is just my
Mm.
sideline here in Free Talk English. So from 6 o'clock in the evening until 11 o'clock in the evening, I am teaching here. And 7 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I am in the public school.
Okay.
Yes. And by the way, okay, I just have here, okay, before we proceed to our lesson for tonight, okay, it seems like that we are running out of time, right? Let me just ask you, what do you usually do whenever you have free time?
Yeah, I have many things to do in free time.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I can play with my kids. I have three kids, and
Ah, I see.
want to maximize my time with them during the weekend. And secondly, I usually go for golf, like one per week. So I play golf,
Wow, I see.
like
So even
one.
though you are very much busy with your work, you still have time
Yeah,
to play some sports, right? That's a good thing.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. And then I do this, the exercise like the running or the table tennis. Yeah,
Wow. So it even though you are very much busy, you still have
it's
time
quite
to
busy. Yeah.
be more healthy, right? And fit. Okay. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So I
Mm.
will be sharing my screen. I just choose some lesson, and let us just see if we can be able to answer all of my question or share some of your ideas if this book will be is applicable for you. Okay, so let's
Okay.
start. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to my class. And as you can see, we have here a small talk. But then it seems like that we are done with number one. Can you introduce your company? You told me a while ago what is your what you where do you work and what is your company all about? And do you use English a lot at work? Me, your answer there is yes because you do have a staff or colleague that came from other country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then last one is why do you want to study English? It's simply because it has something to do with your job. So we are done with the small talk, and now let us have here the next page, which is the lead in. So what is the best career decision you ever made and what happened. So, on that part, can you share some of your best career decision that you have ever made in your life and what happened that you made that decision?
Yeah, actually, I had many important career decision in the past. Uh, the first decision I need to consider it, selecting the university to study. When I graduated from the high school, actually passed the examination for both university, National Economic University and the
Mhm.
teaching university. And when I did a lot of consideration, and
Mhm.
I finally select or choose the economics university as my career, because I see when I do the in this university I had a good chance to build up the good relationship in the future, and secondly I can make money better than a teacher. That's
Mhm.
first career decision. And the second career decision is right after I graduated from university. I
Mhm.
had several job options.
Mhm.
Either I'm doing as accountant, auditor, or the admin staff in a multinational company. And I
Mhm.
finally decided to work or apply for the EY Ernst and Young audit company. It is one of the big four the audit company, and in this company I can learn a lot of the good thing, not only about the technical, but also how to build the good relationship with colleagues, with
Mhm.
client,
Mhm.
and also with the community. And secondly, from that company I can had a lot of the work job qualification,
Mhm.
like for CPA, international CPA, MBA,
Oh.
and also I had several chance to meet a good customer or a good client, and subsequently those client is offering me the new job. So
Mhm.
I see working or selecting the audit firm is a very important decision for me, and
Mhm.
it's significantly support for my career path later on. And the third important decision is when I left the audit firm to join the company, the commercial company. And this is the key, well, the big chain from the professional firm to a kind of the commercial firm, where you had to change the work style, working style, the direction of thinking, and how to approach your key stakeholder.
Mhm.
And you know, right after leave the company and join the new company, I had a number of challenging initially, but right after that, I see I could adapt to the new environment,
Mhm.
and now it's create a lot of successful
Mm.
for me in the current job. Yeah.
So it means to say that you've experienced a lot of work, right? So for how many job did you do before this one, this current?
True,
Third.
true,
Ah, two.
true.
I see, I see.
True.
And yes, that's a good thing that, of course, in other company or in other workplace, you can be able to adopt, or you can be able, it can help you a lot to improve your
Mm.
skills to have a better job sooner or later, right? Okay. So, it seems I'm really sorry to cut this out, but then I do have my next class. But then
Okay.
as I observe, it seems like that you can be able to easily learn English. You already
Yeah.
have the knowledge on what is English. You also already have the knowledge on how to communicate using the English language. So it would be, it is I can see that you can be able to learn English easier. Okay? So thank you
Mhm.
so much and thank you for tonight and have a good night. Bye bye.
Thank you, Terence.
Thank
Thank you a
you.
lot for
Yes.
meeting with you today.
Have a good night.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Good night. Bye.